Tanto Tuesday Shop Talk, everybody. Today, my pocket carry was my Cobra Tech Diablo Blackout Tanto automatic, side button automatic by Cobra Tech. Yep, I love this thing. Deep pocket carry. I didn't do anything. I cut some rope with it today. Actually, some paracord. So, nice and smooth action. Really great everyday carry. This is great tactical, self-defense. And nice, just everyday carry utility knife. That's the Cobra Tech Diablo automatic, side button automatic. I got this downtown buying local, which brought me to this. I been carrying this. Yes, I have a rotation of everyday carry knives, and you can see I actually use these things and I actually do rotate them. And this is this is the Wolf Tech. Now I told the store owner this last weekend, went down there and got my, we'll talk about that in a second, we got this one. I told him what I did on the sheath. You remember I heated this up and did a thumb push off because it didn't have that. That was one thing that was bothering me, and he thought that was a fantastic idea. So that's what I did with that. But this is that Wolf teeth, D2 steel. GTN scales, but this is not a Tanto. The main topic of this little part of the video is the leather strap. So now I really got it nice and comfortable. That's what's nice when you carry these every day. You can tune them up, tweak them out. You know what I mean? That's why I'll tweak out some scales. If I find them too slippery or whatever, I'll end up doing the tread or change out the scales. So I did that one. That's my Cobra Tech. I'll talk about this one because I got it from the same store. I adjusted my strap once more. Did it downsize down this way. And what's cool about this strap is it snaps from both sides. You just take it off. So the snap is there. Okay. So I have this all set. This is not a Tanto. This is the Spartan Blades la. Okay, it's USA made by K-Bar, and I threw it yesterday. My card is scales, nice everyday carry. Then, this is important because I actually did a short video on this. Let me show you these though. These are rotations, and the one that I'm fixing to show you is rotation. I rotate these back and forth, carry them around town along. These are my little fixed blade knives. So I can use them as utility knives, not necessarily self-defense, because I am carrying my pocket knife on my right side. Okay, the K-Bar TDI Hinder Hellfire. It's a Tanto blade, 1095 high carbon steel, made in USA. Okay, it has the push-off button, like the Spartan. K-Bar did this. Okay, if you notice, I got a strap on there. We're fixing to get to it. So this is one of my everyday carries in my rotation. Yep, I use my everyday carries. I really do. Okay, and I decided I'm not going to change the scales. Yesterday I mentioned I might go to my Carta, but I'm going to leave it at that. It feels really good, those grooves, and I'm going to leave it at that. So what I did here, and I did a short video, I think it's going to help out a lot of people. This comes with a metal clip. Okay, this is the TDI. The cons on reviews I've seen is you cannot change this around. It's up and down. You can't go horizontal and mount it. Okay, so that kind of bothered me because this does sit up pretty high. Now this was designed for law enforcement and military for carry on their weak side. So with their gear, the belt, the plate, the vest, I can see where they can use it. And especially their belt with all their gear, they probably don't have a real problem with it. But for everyday citizens, you know, that's sticking up like that. It bothers me. So what I did, I came up with this solution because I was working adjusting these. I thought, wait a minute. So I took this off. Always save your bolts and screws because I can use that somewhere else. So I took this off and I started to use, I had two of these. These are off-grid. These came off-grid knives, okay? And I ended up changing them to the nylon belt loop, drop loop. So this actually worked, okay? With the screws it came with. But what I decided to do, I took the leather straps that you can get on Amazon. Look up holster leather straps. Okay, it comes with the snap and the hardware on the other end. Okay, now what I had to do, I had to drill a hole larger, and I put an eyelet in there. Okay, you don't have to, but I did. I put an eyelet in there, and then I screwed in my snap right there. There's the back, and it snaps, and this is so much comfortable. Right here in the front, push off belt release, just like this one, just like this, carrying it right there. Absolutely love it. And what a great self-defense, and it just pushes off like that. That's the Tanto blade. So I did a short video. I think it might help some people. I hope it does. We always try to help people with what we come up with. So this is a modified or a solution for the metal clip on the K-Bar Hinder Hellfire. Yep. Now, of course, I'll save this and the hardware in my drawer because I never know when I can use it on something else. But this is it. This is it. Okay. Now, what I did today, I did, hadn't done this in a while. This is the Cold Steel GI Tanto. Now, if you see something different, it doesn't have the nylon belt loop. I put a Tech Lock on here. I used the nylon belt loop on another knife. Yep, because I don't carry this around town. You know, I don't carry this around. It's too big. I don't carry it around. I wouldn't even carry that when I was working. It's too large. But I threw it today. And don't forget, these scales are polymer, and you can remove them. I was going over the specs. 1055, high carbon steel, black finish. And I threw it in my board. You can check out the short video. And that's all I'm going to say about that one. K-Bar. This is the K-Bar Tanto fighting knife. This is the K-Bar Tanto short fighting knife. Exactly the same sheath. The sheath is the same. They're both partial serrated. Check that out. 1095 high carbon steel, craton handle. Different weights, different lengths, and I threw it on my board today from the same distance. Okay? So you can check out that short video. This one is one I wouldn't carry around. Okay, this is if you're going out, you know, if you're going out in the bush, whatever you want to call it. When you're on duty and you're going out. But for everyday carry, and I carried this at work, at my workplace for quite a while. It had the serrations for cutting the rope and everything I needed to do. I did some trenching with it. It was great in wet conditions. And I love the size of it because with my shirt, you can still see the sheath about like that, so it's not really concealed. But it had me a nice fixed blade knife that wasn't intimidating to anybody because I worked around a lot of guests and owners, you know. So, you know, you carry something like this, that's kind of a no-no, you know what I'm saying, at work. So we got that out of the way. I thought that was kind of cool. I hadn't thrown them in a while, and I thought I'll just throw those side by side. All right, on my new board. And then last but not least, Kydex sheath nylon belt loop. This is the Cobra Tech Renegade Tanto fixed blade knife. Yep, that's 440C stainless steel. You can see I use that quite a lot. So G10 scales, it's full tang. This weighs 1.5 pounds, folks. I mean, people are talking about the GI is a beast. This thing's a beast. Okay, so I threw this in my board today. You can check it out. And after I threw it, I set up a water jug. I finally got a milk jug empty. It's a half gallon. But I did a slicing of the bottle after I threw this knife. So it's pretty cool. This is the Cobra Tech Renegade, and I believe it's available now. I went on their site, it was the other day, I was checking out specs on one of my Cobra Techs here, and they got some fixed blade knives that I saw down at the store down here that are on my wish list. They make some really, their inventory is growing. Okay, they're also changing steels. You know, a lot of their knives are D2 steel. This is a 440C steel for this one. but they've changed, they upgraded some of their steels. This is a beast. So I might do that up close and personal. I am going to do probably up close and personal because I have a couple of guys that always mention the SOG Vulcan Tanto. Every time I show some of my favorite SOG fixed blade knives, old school, they always say, I love that, but I like that SOG Vulcan Tanto. So yeah, I do too. So I'll probably do an up close and personal of that too, maybe. Okay, this is Tanto Tuesday Shop Talk. I went a bit over, sorry about that. I'm gonna kind of get ready in my shop here for a little bit. I got time, and then I'll go inside and do my domestic duties. Y'all take care, SOG out.